Hi, I am Senior Cadillac Sales Director Jennifer Crosby.
And I'm Sales Director Jennifer Schuler. And we are excited to announce to you today that we are launching an exciting promotion 100 Faces in 90 Days, June 16th through September 15th. So get ready. This is going to revolutionize your business. You're going to be so excited about all of the results that you will receive from being committed to 100 faces in 90 days. Jenny's going to talk to you a little bit about how we're going to track that.
Okay, so if you make the commitment to do 100 faces in 90 days, you're going to need a notebook, kind of like this one. Doesn't have to look just like this, but it's got 100 pages in the notebook. Or you can get a regular 3-ring binder and put 100 sheets of notebook paper in it. But whatever works best for you. As long as it has 100 sheets, that's all you need to worry about. Okay? On the front, I put 100 customers. You can put whatever you on the front of this notebook. But y'all, it's not about the bling that's on the front of the book. It's about what you put inside of it. Okay, then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to have a sheet that's going to be emailed to you by your director, and it says follow up with your customers, and it's going to be glued into the front of your notebook. And then I have a page right here that is my goal page. So what I'm working on this year in my Mary Kay business. Why do I want to track 100 customers over the next 90 days? And so this is just like a reminder to me over and over and over and over and over again why I want to do this. And I want to go to Spain, not just for me, but also to take my husband because it's one of the number one motorcycle racing tracks in the world, and that's where he wants to go. So that's a constant reminder for me. So then what you would need is each of these pages is going to be dedicated to a customer. So you're going to have 100 blank pages in your notebook, and every single page will be for one customer, just one. And you are going to go out and facial people starting today, June 16th. You're going to go out and you're going to facial as many faces as you can between now and the September the 15th. And hopefully you're going to hit 100 faces. And when you do that, you guys, when you track out 100 faces, lots of things are going to be happening. You're going to be making sales. You're going to be moving up in your business, and you're going to be able to reach those personal goals that you have set for yourself, just like I have on this page right here. So really quick, let's talk about following up with customers. Why is that so important? If anyone actually took the time to read the Mary Kay handbook guide that comes in your starter kit like I did, because I'm an overachiever, she didn't, then it's going to tell you that you should follow up with your customers 2 days, 2 weeks, and 2 months after selling to them. And so what I provided for you is a script to follow. What do you say when you follow up with your customers? And then, of course, that way you don't have to be creative and think of it. It's already, don't reinvent the wheel. It's already been done for you. But I love this quote from Mary Kay. It says, I once read that 80% of all lost customers were lost as a result of neglect. Failing to follow up with continued guidance and genuine interest is like planting a field and then never watering or weeding the crop. What would become of a beautiful harvest instead? What could become a bountiful harvest instead results in a sparse yield. Remember, it costs 5 times as much. It costs 5 times as much to attract a new customer as it does to maintain an established one. So determine to make your customers the happiest in town. And I reached out to some other sales directors that have been on National Court of Sales, and I said, what do you think it is about your business that got you to where you are? And of course, the first thing they said was the appointments. Doing the skincare appointments and meeting the new customers. You got to get face to face, knee to knee, and eye to eye. I mean, walking around with a catalog or just posting things on Facebook and expecting to be able to build a customer relationship, it doesn't work. You have to get knee to knee and eye to eye and build your customer base that way. The next thing they said was they had great reorder business. That was every single one of them that I spoke to. That was the second thing that they said. They had a great reorder business. So how important it is for you to start building that customer base and how important that could be. What if you got to a point in your business where you really couldn't do much for a little while? Wouldn't it be nice to know that you still had those reorders rolling in every single month? If you're brand spanking new, you don't have a customer base. You're building it right now. Maybe you've been in Mary Kay for 6 months. And so this is a really good way to start building that customer base and doing it the right way. Or maybe you've been in Mary Kay for years and you've never really tracked out your customer base and wonder why you don't get a lot of reorder business. This is going to help you to track all of that out. And so on each blank page, once you go and do the appointment, you're going to come home from the appointment that night and you're going to write her name up at the top along with her address and her phone number. And then underneath that, you're going to write the date and what she bought. So like I have 2 skincare parties tomorrow. So tomorrow I will probably have several pages of my book started. And so then once I write the date and what she bought next to it, my job is 2 days later, I need to do my first follow-up. So I'm going to text her or call her depending on what she prefers. And I'm going to just make sure it says, Hi, Susie. This is Jenny with Mary Kay. I just wanted to call and say thank you for sharing your time with me the other day. I really enjoyed getting to know you and I had a great time. I'm just doing a little checkup call to make sure that everything is working well for you and that you don't have any questions about anything. I know that you're super busy, so if you're happy, don't even worry about calling me back, although I'd love to hear from you. But if you have questions or concerns at all, please call me right away. You can reach me at blank. Thanks and have a great day. And of course, if you're texting that, it would be a little bit different. And then it's pretty much the same script for the second week. And then at the second month, your follow-up script changes a little bit because at this point, they've probably been part of PCP, Preferred Customer Program, where you have entered them into the system and they are now receiving a catalog from the company because you signed them up for that program. And if you are not doing that and you have questions about that, you really need to talk to your director. Every single one of you should be participating in the PCP program. It is the cheapest way to get catalogs into your customers' hands. And so then your follow-up would sound a little bit different at that 2-month point because now you're asking her to refer to the catalog that's just come out and just making sure that she's seen it and see if she needs to restock anything on her shelf. So it's a little bit different than the other two. All right, once you have contacted her, each time you're going to put a date next to the contact. So at 2 days you contacted her by text message, maybe 2 months you contacted her by phone, and then maybe at the second at the 2-month mark when you contacted her by phone, you talked to her about repurchasing product. And if she does another order, you're going to write the date and what she orders. Okay. The idea, y'all, is at the end of this, you're tracking out totals for each customer. And Jen's going to talk to you in just a second about the kind of money you can make when you do this. All right, the second thing that you're also tracking in your notebook is how many times you've shared the opportunity with her. So obviously you shared the opportunity with her once at the appointment. So when you went into the skincare appointment, you shared the opportunity, but you got to do a follow-up to make that a full final sharing appointment. So you can't just share there and then be done. You got to follow up with her, with either with your director, face-to-face, or over the phone. Okay, that's really important so that you're learning how to do those follow-ups. And then you can also invite her to come to a Mary Kay event. That's considered another follow-up appointment. You can also invite her to participate in a recruiting blitz whenever those happen. That's important that you're tracking all those times that you've talked to her. Should you do that every single day? No. Do not bug your customers every single day about joining the Mary Kay team. But once every couple months, once every 6 months, that's a good time to re-talk to her again. Her life is going to be different at that point. I've talked to some women in that moment in time, it was not a good time. Months later, they've come back to me and they said, Jenny, I think I'm ready to do this. I mean, I've had one call me a whole year after I talked to her. She called me out of the blue and said, I'm ready to sign up. So you're just tracking those times that you've spoken to her about Mary Kay. And that's really important to see that. Okay, so that's what this notebook is for. That is how you use your notebook. It's going to become your little Mary Kay Bible, I guess, for the next 90 days. And so Jen's going to share with you what's going to happen when you do this.
All right. Thank you, Jenny. That was great information. So now y'all are ready to track those 100 faces in 90 days. So what could this do for your business? So I did crunch some numbers just to look, and really this is bare minimum what I'm going to share with you. I wanted to, under deliver rather than over deliver. So I want to give to you what the bare minimum would be if you commit to 100 faces in 90 days. So let's talk about sales. Let's say an average of $50 per face. This is not including any reorders. This is just the first initial visit with them. So $50 per face is, I think, what we could average. And that would give you $5,000 in retail sales. And that would leave you with a profit of $2,500 at the end of your 90 days. Could anybody get excited about an extra $2,500? So I want you to do something for me. In the front of that book, on that page that she was talking about, her goal page here, maybe your goal is a director or a red jacket or a free car, whatever, but also I want you to write on this goal page what you would do with that extra $2,500 that would be in your pocket at the end of this 90 days. That way, when you're looking at this book, you're motivated and you're reminded of what this is going to help you to be able to do for your family. Maybe it's just to help provide extra income, or maybe it's to help take a trip with your family, or, do some remodeling in your home, whatever it is. Write that down so that you're continually reminded of that as well. And then I was thinking about, full circle interviews like Jenny was talking about. You're going to share it with them there, and then there's many other opportunities to follow up with them. And so I was thinking, let's say 50 women out of the 100, you could get to, get on the phone with your director, watch a marketing video, listen to a Listen for Lip Gloss line, whatever it is, you're layering them. And so I was thinking, 50 out of the 100, and then we recruit 1 in every 5 on an average. So that would give you a minimum, ladies, a minimum of 10 brand new consultants in the next 90 days. Could anybody get excited about that? That's not including the referrals that you're going to continue to get from all of these faces that you're going to be doing, the reorders that you're going to get, and the future consultants that are going to come from your team. This will build massive momentum in your personal business if you will commit to this 100 faces in 90 days. And so, of course, we don't do a promotion without a prize. We love prizes in Mary Kay. And so here's what our prizes are. If you do the 100 faces tracking, we want to see your book, okay? And you do 50 interviews and backed up with $2,500 in wholesale orders between June 16th and September 15th. We are going to pay half of your beach registration. That will be coming up in November. It is a national area event that we do at Myrtle Beach. You will want to be there. You will not want to miss it. And we are committed to paying half of that for you to be there, for you committing to your business. And then let's say you do the 100 faces and you do the 2,500 wholesale backup, but you didn't quite do the 50 interviews. Well, what we are going to commit to you is a day with your director. We're going to come and do a power day with you wherever you are, whatever city you're in. We're committed to that, and you're going to have dinner or lunch on us during that power day. And so we want to get in front of your people. We want to help you work your business, and so we're committed to that. And then let's say you don't quite get the 2,500 goal and you don't get the 50 interviews, but let's say you do the 100 faces and backed up with $1,000 wholesale, because we're confident if you're in front of the faces, you are going to sell product. And so we have committed that we're going to purchase you a Mary Kay logo t-shirt. They're really, really sharp, great advertisement for your business. Ladies, this can revolutionize your business. If you're looking to make extra money, if you're looking to become a red jacket, a director, a free car driver, this is where it's all going to begin. This momentum is just going to explode your Mary Kay business. And so we are excited to help you track, and we are committed to 100 faces ourselves. And so we're going to be tracking our notebook as well, and we're just excited to see where this takes all of us individually and as units together. And so Jenny's going to close this out.
I just wanted to also tell you, one of the biggest goals that you can have for yourself in your Mary Kay business is the Queen's Court of Sales, or the Queen's Court of Sharing. And that's when you do 24 new qualified team members on your team within the year that you're starting from July 1st until June 30th of this new seminar year that's coming up. Or in the Queen's Court of Sales, it's $40,000 in sales, retail sales, over the course of the entire year. And so if you already were starting right now, June 16th, you are already setting yourself up to finish a phenomenal year next year and earn all those prizes that come with being on those courts. And if you don't know what they are, you can check them out on the Mary Kay In Touch website under prizes and promotions. They're there, contests and promotions. They're there, and they're beautiful, beautiful prizes. And I know that we have lots of sales directors, and we have some consultants that even have those prizes and can show them to you at some point in time. So you're just starting the momentum to something really big right now. Don't waste time. Don't wait till the end. Don't wait till the last minute. And by the way, you know what else is really great? When you get 10 new people on your team, Jen, guess what else happens?
DIQ?
You get to go into DIQ.
Yeah.
So if you have a desire to become a director, that is a possibility with tracking out 100 faces in 90 days. And then one more thing else that's really special about doing this 100 faces in 90 days thing is the star quarter started today. You will be done with your star come September the 15th if you track this out and do what you're supposed to do with it. And so there will be no waiting to the last minute. There'll be no more the last week and you've got $1,000 left to do. You'll just be done. You'll be finished because you're cruising along the whole time and staying consistent in your business. So I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm very excited, and we are cheering you on to 100 faces in 90 days.
Yay.